What's up, guys? Mad Mike, something to do, the podcast, something for me to do, something for you to do. And today I've got a guest. His name's Kirby. Kirby, please tell me all about yourself.
Dude, I'm Kirby, and I am CEO of DMT.V and Death Machine.
Awesome. Tell me about Death Machine. What is Death Machine?
Dude, it's a piece of steel with some skateboard wheels. It's got a deck that's shaped like a coffin. Couple of foot pegs you lit on with some handles. You lay down it. It's a street luge, but like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's just that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, how'd you get started with Death Machine?
Dude, really, dude. We heard there's internet in the hills, and we went looking.
All right. Well, I got a video lined up. Let's take a look and let's actually show these guys and everybody out there what Death Machine is, and then we'll deep dive a little bit more into it. Got a video loaded up. Is this a good one for us to look at today?
Dude, that's a really good one, dude. This is like the first pass I ever did. Like a real mountain pass, dude.
All right, let's take a quick look and talk us through it. If you got any behind the scenes,
Dude, so this here, that's a board I pulled out of the back of the truck. Now we had a DJI 3, the Pro, but like the Pro, we couldn't fly. It was 40-mile-an-hour winds. So what we did is we taped the DJI Mini to the fucking work truck on the ladder rack. And then all I had was like some electrical tape, one roll, and then this fucking board. And the last couple of GoPros, like the last couple of GoPros weren't that good, and I really wanted an overhead shot. And dude, we went down the hill once, just to fucking see it one more time. Came back up, set up, and then, dude, there.
hell yeah. So you're actually making these boards right here. You're laying on.
Yes, sir, dude. We make them out of the garage. We're actually doing a 2.1 now, but I kind of pulled back because I had a wheel blow off on Wolf Creek Pass.
That's a pretty big hill. That's up like near Pagosa, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I've been over there. Yeah, it's got some steep hills over there. What's the fastest you've gone up to on this?
Dude, I think I'm pretty landlocked by not wearing leathers and just like I'm always wearing the suit as you see the overalls. So I'm like, dude, 50, 60, and pretty much 40 is pretty much really where you pretty land. I'm not basically wearing a parachute, but like, dude, it feels good. That's a big ass hill, right?
Yeah. I'm actually just looking at it because I actually went and did this with you before we did this podcast and had a great time, but the hill wasn't nearly anything like this. I got a little baby hill. I got the bunny slopes.
This was the first big one, dude. Like this was the monster, dude. I haven't felt this hit like the inside, like my adrenaline since. And I've been to San Francisco, dude.
How long? How long was this hill right here?
Dude, I think they said it was like 4 or 5 miles. Um,
It took a. Did it take the like 10 minutes to actually bomb all the way down?
yeah, so what you see is this clip. Dustin Tatro cut this, dude. He spent 3 days. And if you notice, dude, not only does the beat hit when the fucking thing changes, but you watch those fucking signs on the right, dude. Those things are cut directly from the drone to that at that point. This is the whole hill, dude.
Now the name Death Machine. I mean, it does seem pretty dangerous to go bomb these hills. We can see cars coming the other way. What's the close? Have you had any close calls? What's gone on? Anything? I mean, death defying that goes with the name.
Dude, I'll be honest. It was Mother's Day last year or the year before. Mother's Day last year, it was wet, or the year before. We've been doing this for a minute. Dude, I went to go get a hill on the other side of Horsetooth in Fort Collins, and on that back side, there's actually a dam where you could turn left. And somebody didn't see me, and surprisingly enough, dude, I feel like it goes faster when you put your feet down in the wet than it does slow down because it doesn't do anything. And I had to send her off into the weeds, and I got really lucky, dude. I got really lucky.
Yeah, because when I was bombing that hill, we were still in the neighborhood, and I was thinking, what if somebody pulls out of their driveway and I'm just bombing past this, and they didn't see me because I'm laying low. But man, I had a great time. I felt like I could have gone bigger and faster. Um, but yeah, I definitely recommend if somebody's never tried it and you're looking for a little adrenaline rush. Hey, this will do it for most people. You know, like this is some good rush right here.
Dude, you were clicking, and we got the clips too. And it's so weird how that works because, like making the videos is such a big thing to me as far as trying to get things out there. And like, for some reason, like I have clips that are like months old, and now it's all going to tie together with this. Like, it's so crazy how that works because you were clicking, dude. That's the neighborhood.
I mean, even if you just slipped it into like a montage of a bunch of other people trying it out, like, hey, I'm all about it. Whatever you want to use it for. I just had fun. You're like, hey, I might be moving soon, so I was like, I've never taken you up on the offer, so I thought, hey, let's go ahead and try it. And I suited up, went down, and actually, at the end of the deal, I was like, you know what? I felt like I could have gone faster. Even taking those corners, the trucks were a little stiff. I had to stick my foot out a little bit to kind of get a little bit more leverage on some of those turns. But man, overall, I was actually telling the dudes back at the park, I was like, man, it was actually a blast when they asked about it. Because I showed up at the trails literally the next day, and then they're like, hey, did you go down there with Kirby and check that out? I was like, I didn't. Not gonna lie, man, it was really fun. Like, the shitty part's walking back up the hill, but no, besides that, it was a blast.
And that's the cool thing too, dude, is like that's pretty much the slogan with that, dude. You either crash and burn, or when you get to the bottom, the motherfuckers be saying, "We need a bigger hill."
Yeah, you took off ahead of me on your bike to go get your truck to kind of come pick me back up. And as I was walking back up the hill, dragging that luge behind me, an old man in his front yard sitting there on a folding chair looked at me and he said, "Man, that looks like a lot of fun." He's like, "But walking up the hill doesn't." And I said, "Hey, it's all worth it, right?" And I had a blast. So
Dude, what's funny is, dude, I don't actually, dude, I actually would chain a mini bike up at the bottom of the hill or the top of the hill now, so I don't have to walk back up. Like it's definitely evolved because you can't, dude. Not everybody wants to go bomb fucking 5 mile fucking bangers, dude. These things are, this is real. You know what I mean? Like you get fucked up, dude. And
Well, where can everybody find you guys? Mainly on social media. I mean, I actually pulled this up on YouTube, so obviously you have a presence on YouTube. Is this your main outlet?
actually, dude, Facebook's been killing it, dude. And it's Kirby Dustin on Facebook, and you'll notice it's switched to DMTV. Um, I've been trying to run also Instagram. That's been switched over to DMTV as well. And TikTok is the same. It's still under Death Machine 39840. Um, there's also the YouTube channel, which is dude, I couldn't even. Dude, I'm kind of lost it right now. I wasn't ready, but it's like small town. Whatever. Here we go, dude. That's us.
The MTV.
The MTV. So like things are starting to switch and rebrand just because Death Machine's a tough sell, dude. And I want to do more things in comedy, like to where we can make 50,000 of these commercials, dude. But I feel like it's kind of cutting the bag short. Like it could be like DMTV is Death Machine TV, but really, if you say it, it's dumb TV. You know.
Our DMTV, and I was like, "Where the drugs at?"
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's got that something like almost, man. I'm trying to go for like that liquid television thing, like oh, dude.
No, I get it, and it's fun. I see all the work you put in on all these videos and these commercials. That was just the long form version, guys. If you guys want some entertainment, he does have these other videos.
Scare a bobcat away.
How do you do that?
You look 10 you're gonna hit it with something.
Like a death machine?
Uh-huh.
It seems our carriage has turned into a pumpkin. Trying to make that long drive to get the kids back to mom. Why don't you go ahead and roll up that window? Relax. It's gonna be a bit of a drive. Close your eyes and get some sleep. I don't know what's harder about the kids living 6 hours away, not being able to see them every day, or their ride home without them. I can only imagine what their little hearts feel. Death Machine's got a hit, man. This being broke shit's for the birds. Go ahead and get this dirt out of my eye, and I guess I get back to it. Normally during this section, Death Machine would be pushing its amazing coffee cup products. Wait a minute, man. How'd that one get in there? Are you in the Colorado Springs area and looking for firewood? Call this motherfucker. Dude's Death Machine for sure. Let's head north to Colorado Springs. We'll burn some daylight.
So, I mean, the comedy, where does that aspect come from? Is that something that you've also want to do is get into some comedy? Obviously, this is a good outlet for you. You're starting your own TV channel, little shorts and stuff like that. Um, I mean, we find them entertaining when we're all hanging out and we've looked at them before. Where's the aspiration come from and the inspiration?
Dude, I'll be honest, dude. I like.
Sorry, guys, I was pointing at the dog. He's over there looking like he was going to tear into some shit.
Honestly, dude, I just like telling stories, dude. I like making people laugh. Um, sorry, man, excuse me. Um, Dude, I've always enjoyed that, dude. I just feel like I can really bring whatever scenario, no matter how good or fucked up it is, I can bring that scenario to life in words. And I like that, dude. I like telling stories, and I like so. Once I was able to kind of learn some of this, I've had help getting the rest of it, and then just eventually evolve.
Now, I see you putting these out quite regularly. Do you have like somebody helping you now? That I've seen a lot more people helping into your videos. You gotten a lot more casting there. Are you taking in some feedback from these guys while you're doing this?
Oh,
Uh,
dude, yeah, dude, that's fucking great, dude. Great question. So I went back to Michigan, to catch a breath, because I mean, real talk, dude, Colorado's kind of chewed me up, but like not in a bad sense, like showing me ways. And there were some people that wanted to, like my boy Lauren Mitchell was like, I want to do the robot character, and I kind of gave up on the characters, because I was more focused on trying to push the product. And then, yeah, dude, 100%. And then Mickey got involved. Tiffany got involved. She death machined. Like, dude, they all. Well, Mickey didn't death machine, but he's all right because he's day one. But he just had knee surgery too. But yeah, dude, I definitely bounced shit back off of them. Like, it's legit, dude. They're a part of it.
Nice, nice. Um, like I said, I had a blast when I went and bombed that hill. I wasn't expecting it to be as fun as it was, and at the end, I was like, you know what? I should have took him up on this a long time ago because it wasn't as scary as you would think. It wasn't as dangerous. Actually, when I got on the board, I thought really the most dangerous part. I was like, well, if you're leaning into a corner, how easy would it be just to fall off the board? And actually didn't even feel like an issue when I was on the board. So after I started getting a little turn side to side, I was like, oh, well, I'm not just going to roll off this thing trying to turn a corner. So that's when I was like, you're like, you want to test run? I was like, no, we could just go straight at it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling confident enough where, I'm not going to fall off this thing. And that was really my main concern. And I think that's really a lot of people's main concern is I don't want to fall off. That's a lot of road rash. You're going pretty fast. But, you know, even at some point, there was a spot where I was able to just drag my heel, and it was just as simple as flexing my foot down, and pretty easy to slow down if I really need to. I was like, oh, well, if I really needed to brake, like I could just lay both heels down,
Yeah.
and I could probably come to a stop pretty quickly. Um, Tear up some shoes. I brought some extra shoes, so it wasn't a big deal anyway. So
Dude, I
I knew what
appreciate
to
it.
expect.
'Cause, like, dude, that's a great compliment, dude, because they're stable, dude. I mean, they're mountain tested. You see it, dude. If I build it, dude, I ride it. And
Now, let's get into controversy sells. So let's get into a little bit of that. Are you even on the internet if you don't have internet haters? Because I definitely got some. On social media, got those guys that come through and look at the bike stuff, or people I've known in person that are just dicks. So I got this. I heard about this guy. He's a pretty big in the luge community, and I hear he's pretty much got you blackballed. Give us a little story about this guy. Who is this guy? I hear her. Who is this?
the boss,
Who is
dude,
this girl? I
the
mean,
number one dude. They say that dude's the fastest, like he's number one. And dude, he's fucking super fast. He does stand up. Like, dude, you can't even knock him, dude. He's good, dude.
he's got a lot more followers than me, but I don't follow anybody back. So
Dude, this dude's fucking sent it down some fucking monsters, dude. But anyways, dude, I posted a video on a Facebook page called Street Luge is Not a Crime. And dude, essentially, dude, like, dude, they didn't agree with my not wearing helmet and like kind of the.
what? You don't want to wear spandex, bro? You're not down with the spandex look?
I don't think he might have had something to say about not wearing
Look at that! Look at that! He's like, bro, Death Machine. What are you doing over here? Overalls, bro. Got this. I'm the
Yeah,
best,
dude,
bro. He's just shitting on you right here, bro.
he is. What year is that taken?
Oh, it's 77 weeks. It was a while back, bro. It was like a year and some change.
Yo, that's about when we was beefing.
Oh, then
Like November. Oh no,
no,
dude.
no, no.
Nah, that was like, nah, he fucking won, dude. Kicked me off his shit, and like, dude, nobody fucks with me. They called me a stain on the street leash community, dude.
Just because you wouldn't wear a helmet?
No, because I'm making these bitches out of my garage.
Ah.
They called me a
I mean, look at that shit, bro. That's just some skateboard trucks. He's just got them fucking doolied up right there. And then
bullshit.
sitting,
Fucking broke the world record right there. So,
bro, one of his homies made this, bro, and he's over here talking shit to you.
stop right here. You see his heels, dude? He ain't dragging heels, dude. He's running hard, dude. I
Or,
don't give a
what
shit.
are these tap
looking at
tap
me.
dancing shoes with some plates, bro, so he can just spark it up?
I ain't going down in the mud, dude. He's fucking clicking and he ain't dragging heels, dude. He's fucking ripping, dude.
I mean, he might be dragging toe, bro. I don't know.
Ah, dude, he looks like he's going pretty good, dude.
You're probably hauling ass. Look at this guy. He's dragging foots, bro.
Dude, that motherfucker wearing USA on his shit. Dude, I can't even get the trailer park to back me, motherfucker. Come on.
Bro, the USA does not back him, bro.
Yeah, dude,
He's from fucking BC, bro. He's from Canada.
Dude, I'm stoked for that, dude. And I get it, dude. You're right, dude. If I could say it out loud, dude, I probably should be promoting that because it isn't cool. But like, it's hard to sell death machines when you're wearing safety shit. G, come on, man. I'm hungry, dude. I got kids to feed, dude.
Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe he is good. I don't know.
Rider spotlight. You think they ever gonna see me on that one, man?
I don't know. I didn't know if they got this in the Olympics, bro. Like,
World skate. He's doing stand up too, dude. He's shredding, dude. Your boy don't stand up. I did, but it was on accident and cocaine.
yeah.
Wow, dude.
Well, so how did Death Machine get started, bro? Did it start in your garage? What was how did the passion start? Where'd you get, where's the passion still come from?
Dude, it's the same old story you heard from everybody, dude. Man has woman, man has kids, family breaks up, dude sitting there fucking sulking in his own shit for a little bit, and then gets with his buddies and starts talking about an idea, and then dude, things start going together because the right people are there at the right time for that, and it evolved into this, dude.
Nice. So typically on this podcast, I'll watch videos. I do pretty much random stuff. Sometimes we pull up Chat GTP,
Uh-huh.
ask us some questions. You got anything that you would like to ask the internet overlords?
Oh, dude. What it, dude, these questions are for you. Dude, is this for Chat GPT? Oh, dude, here, let me ask Chat GPT, dude. I got some.
Oh, you got some questions for me?
I got a question for you, dude. If this is our first segment, we about to wrap up.
Well, we're
I
gonna
got a question for you.
dive into it a little bit more. I just wanted to get some history on you,
Yeah.
some beef, and then what we're gonna do for part 2 here coming up is we're actually gonna watch some videos.
Okay.
And we're gonna end this one with a few minutes of asking Chat GTP some questions. But if you got some questions for me out, I will gladly answer some questions and answer them for you as well as the internet.
Awesome, dude. So, like, dude, I got something like when you do these podcasts, like what are you trying to achieve with your podcast? Like, what's your main goal on your end?
What's my main goal for this podcast? And it's just simple. Again, it's called Something to Do because it gets dark early here in northern Colorado, real early in the winter, around 4:30. It's cold outside. We're gonna get a bunch of snow usually, so I need something to do. And if I can entertain some people, then hey, we can watch some entertaining videos. We can ask some entertaining questions, grow the channel out. Just something to do. Nothing too important. This one is actually just for fun. I do have some other channels, that I'm growing out, that are like one of them's an MMA channel, real passionate about, been following that for a long time. But there are certain times of the week and month that there's just nothing going on over there, or nothing exciting to report. So plus, if I got any free time, I was like, I'm going to be deep diving, watching some of these videos anyway. Might as well do it and let people get the questions about there, or, guide me down different stories. I'll watch something like what I watch on the channel, guys. I watched the Cheese Bunker one, and then that audience was guiding me to like, hey, check out these videos. And if you don't want military ones like more like this, he's got a separate channel. Check out this channel. So, it gives me something to do. I'm like, well, now I've got something more to deep dive and rabbit hole down. And then from there, somebody be like, oh, well, you like this? Check this guy's content out because he does something similar but based around this genre. And I'm like, I might be interested in that. Like, I did the one a video about the what was it, the CIA's guide on how to time travel, and as a all these documentations and reports and stuff that they had about it, and what tests they did, and actually, well, what is time relative to this, and when this happens, technically, yeah. So I got into it. So like, I was gonna already watch that kind of shit anyway. So I was like, I'll just watch it, and if I'm entertained with it, somebody else knows more about it, they can guide me down another rabbit hole, and then I'll get down that, and that might lead me to something else, and the next thing you know, I'm a big fan of something else, and helps. Plus, gives me some content to watch.
Dude, you're really smooth, like your fucking delivery, like for live. Because like when I do like lives, like sometimes I'll fucking get through one and I'll just turn it off. I'm like, dude, it's just a ramble. But my last question, dude, and this one's deep, and I'm asking this just for like this is for everybody. Somebody asked me this one, dude, and I loved it. And it was like, if you had a blank check, like a blank check, instead of writing money in, you could put where you want to be, how you want to be as far as a person, and like, I guess like what you're doing in life. Are you doing that? Like, are you working towards that, or what would you write in there if that was different? You know what I mean? Like,
Am I on the right path
are you on the path you
that I
fucking want to be?
that I want to be on? Yeah, that's what I was getting out of that. Um, I mean, if you ask any of my friends and family, they would probably say, "Yeah, he's doing exactly. It's doing exactly right, right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there." They'd probably be like, "Yeah, he's fucking doing everything he wants to do." And I am moved from Texas to northern Colorado during COVID, with things not knowing if they were going to pan out or not. And um, I'm adaptable, so I was able to change it up. I'm blessed. I make decent money with the company I'm at. I'm not allowed to talk about their name on camera, but they pay me really well. And I rent a nice place in northern Colorado. Yeah, so I'm happy on all the ends. Got a dope ass French bulldog. He's a ladies' man, so that helps. That it helps break the ice real easy. So I mean, um, the job that I have in the long run in the next year or so, yes, it will help me even pan out a little bit more, where I can start aiming towards the next steps. What are the next steps? What makes me happy? And really, I found that if you can get a job that um, allows you a little cushion, makes a little bit more than what you spend, is really how to true happiness. Relieves a lot of stress. They're not really stressed out. Things can go, tend to go more in the direction that you like. Things tend to roll in a
Like you feel
good
better,
luck
good
type of
vibes.
thing. Yeah, change the whole mood up or something like that. Um, so
Can't say I'm on that path, man.
so So yeah, I mean, I make more than what I spend every month, so that helps. Do I make a ton more? No, because I spend. I'm not gonna lie, I spend a lot on the house and the
Dude,
stuff
you
that I
got
like
the
to play.
package.
Yeah, that I like to play stuff, my toys and stuff. I got toys and stuff. I'm not married with any kids right now, so of course I got a big house and toys. So
Explain yourself about doing cool shit, dude.
but
That's a cool doing cool shit.
right, exactly. It allows me to venture into this. If I can turn this into something a little bit more, and there can be income coming in from this in the long run, I mean, that would be a cool goal. Like, who wouldn't want to stop working the normal 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and break into a new industry that's got plenty of money floating around in it?
What's that plug you want to do for your other one? What's the Bet Kings? Hey, go ahead and get you a plug. Boom, get your plug in, dude. Give
Yeah.
'em a free one, dog. Go ahead.
No, no. We're separating these channels. We're not trying to scare anybody off, but
Hey, dude, we both support Osiris.
yes,
Just so we saying that.
yeah, for the long run, yes, I'm doing what I want. I don't feel the stress of the yes, I'm still kind of technically working paycheck to paycheck, but I got a little cushion under me. If my car breaks down, I'm not too concerned.
But are you doing what you want to do? I see to take the money out of the fucking dude. I didn't
Like
even
who?
know what was in the
No,
paycheck. So
no.
like,
Okay, if we want to be
that
technical,
way.
no, I don't want to work a 9 to 5,
Okay, so
obviously.
you're working
So
going that way.
uh
Get your setup, dude.
for but like I said, the alternative is reality, and I have a job that will allow me to set up a retirement and all that stuff. So ride that out until something else comes along. But yes, I'm always looking into the future for a next venture. So I've got a few channels that I've started up. This is one of them. So we're going to be doing video reviews. I mean, shit, it's just something to do. So I might just ask ChatGPT stuff. I might watch a TV episode, and chime in on it. I watch a lot of spiritual ones, a lot of CIA conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's wild, dude. You be diving in
Aliens. I'm about aliens. I believe aliens are real. I don't know if all these drones and shit that are flying around are the aliens, but hey, I've been watching Ancient Aliens and following alien stuff for a long
I'm
time.
gonna tell you something, dude. I am so fucking borderline obsessed that if it doesn't have something to do with construction, communicating with my family and friends, BMX, or doing Death Machine DMT video bullshit, dude, I am borderline feeling it like I don't have I couldn't take in any more information, dog.
Well, here's the thing. So me and Kirby know each other from BMX. He mentioned he's really into BMX. Hey, so am I. But here's the thing about BMX. I'm not into it like I was 20 years ago, where I'm following the industry, watching any videos. If somebody sends me some clips on Instagram, or like there are friends that are pros still that I still follow on Instagram. So I'll watch some clips when they pop through my feed, but I'm not following it. I don't know who's
No, I'm
sponsored.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
Like,
for
dude,
what? I don't know but maybe one or two dudes in the Olympics are. I ride BMX for fun these days. But yeah, I used to be, following the industry like that, and I still watch the Olympics and X Games, and I'm like, who's this new up and comer who's shredding? And there'll be some old OGs like Garrett Reynolds that are still in there. So
dude, Garrett,
it's just,
shit, man.
so because I'm not sitting around, watching, Scotty Kramer's channel, or, following any of the videos or anything like that. I'm more interested in learning, about CIA telling us they know how to time travel. I'm like, all right. And they got a step-by-step guide. Teach me. All right. I'll watch that. And
Been
then,
in the basement. There ain't no time travel machine down there. I've been in the basement. I look, dude, you ain't got one.
yeah, it was Diddy. Oh shit. I'm out of here.
Dude, so what's up with the chat GTB? So what are you asking?
I don't know. Like,
Well, I know Shoki's all
so
about
so here's the thing. Let's go ahead and pull it up real quick. We'll start with some basics. Um,
yeah, Shoki's all about AI, dude. He just did like an 11-page book. Like, dude, he's really like, dude, he's stoked on it. I don't
so you
really
go here, just ask it some shit. So basically, we'll start with something simple like, did you ever watch GI Joe back in the day?
can you ask ChatGPT who got 500 I can hold?
Mm,
Ask ChatGPT who got 500 I can hold. Who got 500 I can hold? Come on, Chat. Help me, motherfucker. Help me.
haha. I wish I could help help with that, but I'm fresh out of cash. Maybe check with friends or family if you're in a pinch. It said fuck off, bro. Like I'm a robot.
No,
No,
dude.
no. So like typically, yeah, if you got like a weird question, you want to ask it. Like, remember GI Joe back in the day?
Yeah.
What was their slogan at the end?
I don't know, man.
I think they ended every episode with "knowing is half the battle."
All right.
So why don't we ask Chat GTP? Hey, Chat GTP, is knowing half the battle? Um, tell me more.
See, I would ask ChatGPT who's the fastest death machiner in the world.
Ah, that phrase comes from the classic GI Joe cartoon. The line is knowing is half the battle is meant to emphasize being informed or aware of a situation, just as important as taking action to solve it. So pretty much a memorable piece. All right. Well, is it true?
Of advice that stuck around for years.
Does that advice hold true? Absolutely. Oh, it's going to give me a bunch here. Let's read it. Absolutely. The idea of knowing half the battle has some real world wisdom behind it. Awareness and understanding can make a huge difference when solving problems, making decisions, and planning for the future. When you know your options, risks, and roots of the problem, you're better equipped to respond effectively. For example, in relationships, understanding someone's feelings or perspective can lead to a better communication and conflict resolution. I mean, seems pretty good advice, Chat GTP. Damn, man, I didn't know it was going to be a therapy session. In business, market research and data help companies make informed choices to remain competitive. I mean, again, facts. Um, personal in personal goals, knowing your own habits, triggers, patterns can lead to better strategies and change. Again, if you know you're hot headed, you can adjust for that, and that way you're not running into those situations. Or if something's going to trigger you, or if you're good at patterns, hey, maybe you can pick those up, solve those a little bit better. Of course, knowing something isn't enough on its own. So if it leads to you to take the action, the knowledge is powerful first step and needs to be paired with the intention and effort to create a real change. I mean,
Yo,
ChatGTP is not lying, bro. That was
you can read.
so
You
that
read
was
good.
that was well. I mean, I graduated school.
Me too.
Graduated school and they used to teach you shit.
Well, dude, I did too.
I can do math too. Like,
Man, I don't know if I read so good.
so, here it's a funny story. I grew up with really bad ADHD and I couldn't focus enough to really read books. Sometimes the books content would be so boring that I'd have to read the same paragraph several times. As an adult, I noticed that my attention span was really weak and I really wanted to work on that. And I found reading books and reading stuff on the internet and reading it out loud to myself actually really helped me work on my focus and how to focus a lot better in situations, which helps as an adult. I still have ADHD. I still can't pay attention to shit. My eyes wander all over the place because my mind's fucking thinking three things while five things are going on.
I had the same shit, and man, like my dad just beat me. Like it fixed it, straightened it up, man.
I
And not
mean,
like with like his hands, like he would use like my mom's shoe. Wait,
but you said that I read well, and I was like, well, that's funny because all through school, that was really one that I was really horrible at is reading, and that's because my attention span was just so quick. And they always thought I had like learning disabilities, and then one day, like I was reading some shit and memorized the whole thing and read it back and repeated it to my mother, and she was like, "Wait a second, there's nothing wrong with you. You just get bored easy. And if it's something that keeps your attention, you can almost photographically you like give me that back." And I'm like,
you know what?
I've had people at work also tell me like your memory is on point, and I'm like, is it though? Like I feel like you guys give me good memory and reading skills, and I'm like, but are they? I think they're just mediocre for the people in my generation. Like,
Hey man, you ever heard that story about that president?
which one?
So man, there's a president where like he came home with his note from school, and when the mom opened up the fucking note, she's like, "Yo, this note says that you're so fucking smart that they can't even take you to the school no more. I gotta get you to a new school." So they take him to the new school and whatever, he does his thing, and all of a sudden, one day he becomes the president. You know what that note said? That motherfucking note said that he was retarded and he was too dumb to go to that school, but his mama lied to him. I don't know where I'm going with that, but that's a good ass story. I lost it, man. I had it. I was watching you trying to read. I was multitasking a little bit. I ain't good for that.
I mean, I wanted to, see how good America is at reading these days, because I've had this discussion with other people. I know you've got kids, like, the education system is just so poor these days. They don't teach kids how to do math the proper way anymore. I'm like, are they at least teaching them how to read properly? Um, and it says only 13% of adults are considered proficient in literacy. And I'm like, God damn, like,
13%.
I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was in that high of a percentile. Like now I feel smart. Like, I can read, y'all.
Damn.
Man, that's crazy, right? So the funny thing is the reason this comes up is because anytime we're hanging out at the trails and we're jumping jumps, and, we're sitting at the bench bullshitting afterwards or in between jumps, catching our breath, drinking water, chilling, whatever we do when we're chilling. Somebody would be arguing about some shit, and I just pull Chat GTP up and in the argument. That's it. Hey, ChatGPT says he's right. You're wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
boy Shoki's on this chat GPT. Like he's been pushing me and he's like, yo, it can make your videos so much easier. And he's right, dude. I 100% agree that fucking AI can help. But at the same time, dude, what I'm going through, like with this, I like having the reins on it for a minute, you know, like that's me, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's my personality, not
Now, let me ask you something, something more along on questions or something that my channel would be more focused on. And it's like, when you read that text right there, only 13% of adults are
right.
considered proficient in literacy. Or even better, if you were reading like a passage in a book, and it said something like, uh, and Kirby walked out into the meadow, and the sun was gazing through the trees with the beam onto his face that warmed him up. Like, would you picture that in your mind, like that
I
while
think
you're
so.
reading it, or are you hearing a voice read you the
My
literature,
voice.
like an inner monologue,
Yeah.
inner dialogue? You
I
hear
like
it?
to say,
So is it like your own voice basically most of the time? Maybe sometimes you read a book, maybe it might be a
I
character's
can
voice or
imitate the
something.
voice if I can have a memory.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
And I'll be honest with you, dude, I pretty much play in my head Family Guy clips. So if I'm not paying attention, like you, if you didn't get a movie in my head, like the clip, I didn't hear you.
Now, if you were just had your, you weren't saying it out loud, you were just reading it. Like these statistics, indicate
Like
you're.
just showing off how
No, no,
I
no.
can read because
If you're just reading like that first line, but you weren't saying it out loud,
right.
is it you saying it? Your voice? Do you hear your own voice inside your head reading those words?
I definitely I
Or do
hear
you
it,
just or do you just read the words and know you're reading the words?
dude. So
Like
when I read those,
when I'm not saying it out loud,
picture, picture,
I
picture,
can
picture,
hear
picture, picture,
myself.
picture,
I can hear myself reading it out loud in
and
my
see
head.
pictures.
Pictures. So 50% of the Americans see pictures. 50% of the world hear themselves talking in their head.
Pictures. Oh
So
shit, that's a real thing.
that's a real thing. Watch. Yeah. Like
Like, dude, I'm for real, dude. Like, I'm
how many people have an
I feel
inner
like I shredded today.
dialogue? Hey, look, I spelled that all right. And I can spell.
And spell, motherfucker.
All right.
Country grammar.
So the experience of having an inner dialogue or an internal voice or self-talk runs through a person's mind, varies from person to person, and researchers believe that not everyone has the same type or frequency of internal experience. So like they actually go on to say in most cases, like there's an actual percentage, and I think it's actually like 40 or 60%. One of them is higher than the other. But in most places they'll say just technically 50-50. So it's all
What do you hear?
if I hear myself reading it out loud, just like I was reading it like that,
You don't see pictures.
I don't see any pictures.
No shit. That's
Now,
wild.
now, I can still have pictures in my mind. Like when I'm thinking about doing some BMX tricks, like
Okay.
I can picture all of that. When I said in the meadow, I can close my eyes and stop and think and see the meadow. But as I'm reading it, like I know it's a meadow and I know technically what that would look like, but I'm not seeing any pictures in my mind. I'm hearing the voice
You just
read it
said
to me.
meadow. I went to fucking Gladiator. He's fucking going through the meadow. Like, dude, like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I mean, but I can have imagery in my mind, but it's typically not while I'm reading the book. Like if I'm just sitting here thinking about walking through a meadow, then yes, I can close my eyes and then picture some sort or no, I know what some sort of that version looks like. I don't even know if I'm seeing, like I wouldn't be able to draw anything. Like when you say that, like what do you see or envision in your mind? Like I could give you details of what an open meadow would be, and I could just start adding details in there so you could like draw it in more detail. But I'm not really, seeing
I don't know,
anything.
dude. Because like for me, like even with the videos and stuff,
But I can like if I was gonna go do a big trick on my bike, let's say I was
right?
gonna, do a bar spin or something.
Yeah.
Like I can think about what ramp I'm gonna do it on. I can sit there, and I can kind of visualize myself going up and what it'd be like to do that. And I can visualize myself going up, about how high I'm gonna go, and about where I need to throw. I can visualize all of that, and I can internally visualize, but it's like more or less of this inner dialogue thing is more or less. I feel like when people are reading, or sitting around, there are people who are like in your mind when somebody's talking And in my head, I can be like, you dumb motherfucker. I can hear myself saying it. You dumb ass motherfucker. If they're saying some dumb shit and not be saying it out loud.
Why wouldn't you tell them?
Huh?
Like what kind of dumb? Do you see that's my?
But you know, you don't want to.
Calling motherfuckers out.
I mean, if you're like,
Be rude.
what if you're in a business setting and they're saying something
Fuck.
and you know it's not your place to say, but you're just there in the meeting and you're like,
Dude,
that's
you feel
or
it.
that's dumb or blah blah blah. Or if it's not your place, you know, to step in or say anything, you'll definitely hear people. You'll be at the store and you hear a lady say some dumb shit. I just don't want to jump in some lady's conversation rudely and be like, that was dumb
Oh, I
as
see what
fuck,
you're saying.
lady.
It's
You know what I
hard.
mean? Yeah, yeah.
I
But
know,
I could,
you're dead right.
yeah. I mean, I could hear somebody talking to somebody in the store and be like, "That's totally wrong. You're a dumbass." I could say that in my mind and hear myself saying it. You know what I mean? And not say it out loud. And so I don't think some people can do that. I think they're like, if that came to mind, I'm just gonna fucking spit it out.
I don't know, dude. I've been in a season of clearing the air, is what I call it, dude. And I've been asking some really tough questions to some really people that, dude, probably didn't have that deserve on that question, but I need to know the answer. I need to fucking say it. So for me personally, dude, it feels better than holding shit in. I don't know, dude. But I'm on something different, dude. Like what you said, dude. If I heard a motherfucker kind of get like telling a lie, like dude, like if somebody's telling a fib or something, like dude, like it's hard to let it slide. Like dude, I kind of told a fib to a friend the other day, you know, because I was embarrassed about some shit. And like that next day, I got up and fucking called that motherfucker and told him the truth. Was like, hey, dude, I lied to you, dude, and I don't know why I did, but I told him why I did, you know, because in my spot, dude, there's like, dude, I don't know, dude.
I mean, if you're embarrassed, though, that's usually one of
Easy
the
on say,
root causes for somebody telling a
fucking
fib or
free, I
something.
couldn't let it go.
Yeah, yeah, the conscience was eating at you, but I get all that. I just try just to be upfront and
It's
straight
good,
with
right? Like
everybody.
it's
Like, why lie? Why I don't have anything to lie about, you know? Like, so hey, I'm basically an open book. So, got questions, I can probably tell you the truth,
Look at that, dude.
or just or
36 subscribers, dude. Thank you, 286 people, dude. Thank you.
I mean, it's a lot more than I got. Well, that was basically it for the first half, guys. We're actually gonna take a quick break, use the bathroom, you know, grab some drinks. We're gonna come back and we're gonna just briefly go over what Death Machine is and Death Machine style, and then we're gonna jump into a video or two and kind of, you know, just you know, finish out with something to do, just keeping us from being too bored. And we're just gonna talk you like, you know, talk over it normally. So again, guys, if you liked all the bullshit ranting that we did here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on the video, hit the notification bell so you know when part 2 drops, and we'll be back very shortly. Peace out.